Hello. Hang on. All right, what time is it? It is almost 3, 10 till 3. I'm in Texas. What is this today? June something. 12. Oh, I can tell you. June 12th. It's on my notebook. That's right. It's on my notebook. All right. Because you know why? We belong to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Yeah, right. We got this. They're just trying to freak us out at every turn we see. Oh, yeah, I saw more stuff today in the news. You know, just keep moving, you know. They can't do blank to us, okay? Especially if you're holy. That's why he needs to get you holy, okay? That's why you got to get that Joyce under your belt. So we got this. They just trying to freak us out. It almost worked with me because I'm a chick. You know, I'm thinking, dudes, where are y'all? Somebody needs to start stringing up somebody. Some sort of vigilante group. Something. No. Everybody's got their own whatever they got to do. And I understand, please. I understand. So we got to get out of here, okay? And the only way we can get out of here in one piece is you and your family become holy. And I made sure she's here. And this is how Jesus said you can get holy with this, okay? It'll work. It'll work. You don't want to take a chance, dude. Trust me. Saw that guy? That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. God almighty. All right, here we go. Let's just start with what he said. I keep track of time. Thank God I fixed the phone. And thank God for Miss Phyllis. Okay. All right, okay. All right, here we go. Holy sex only with your partner. Anyone else, you will be sifted. Okay. Let me explain something to you right now. This end time thing is serious, okay? He's drawn me out. He's raised me up to do this. This is my job, okay? And I'm not going to fail him, all right? But what you need to understand is you need to get this in your belt, because I feel like some people aren't going to do it, and I'm not supposed to care because they'll just get themselves sifted, okay? And remember, he doesn't unsift. So once you get sifted, that's it. Oh, you know, I was thinking, the pedophiles and stuff, once you've had sex with a child, you've been sifted. That's how he deals with that. So if you hadn't had sex with a child or a young teenager, don't do it, because you'll get sifted, okay? You'll get sifted. And he doesn't unsift, we've learned. I thought he'd have mercy at some. No, not when it comes to children, even young teenagers, okay? They're still precious. All right. Holy sex on anyone else, you'll be sifted. Repent in private, and he will forgive you. But you better never, ever, ever do that again. You hear me? Or you'll get sifted, and then he'll never unsift you. This ain't worth it, dude. It's not worth it. Be holy, because we're in the end times, okay? All right, let's keep it moving. Oh, shoot. All right, I'm supposed to tell a story about Chris, Tim, and Alex. I sure am. They made me snap, okay? Oh, yeah. They were so precious. But I wasn't going to lose that man God gave me, okay? All right, I said, tell the Chris, Tim, and Alex story where I snapped. Okay? Okay, here's the scenario. Alex and Alex and Christopher were in the living room. And by the kitchen, because it's all one room, by the kitchen was a desk where we had the computer for the kids to play with. So Tim is just racking up, I don't know games. I've never done games. I don't want to do games. I got a life, okay? I've been studying God all these years, yeah. So he's racking up all the points, right? I don't know what it was. And the boys were jealous. Yeah, because they were taking turns and stuff. And, of course, Timothy was way surpassing him. And so, I don't know, they somehow got on the machine and screwed it all up. And Timothy, while he was at that, he turned to me and looked at me. I was in the kitchen. You know, I would buy all their foods, and they would just hang out because they didn't want anything to do with me. Oh, but Tim turns and looks at me. Aren't you going to do anything? Because he was violated in his mind, okay? He was done wrong, okay? So I snapped at that point. It just something made me snap. And I went after, Alex and Chris. They went outside. No, I didn't go out. They did something first. That's right. That's what. I ignored whatever he said. It's whatever. What do you want to do? You know? And then I had some dog food outside. They went out to the patio outside. and they grabbed a bunch of food and flung it at the back door where they exited. And I had a window there and all, so it made quite a noise. And then I lost it. And then I went out there. And I didn't cuss. I remember all I kept screaming was, "You did that in fury. You did." Oh, I was raging in his face. Chris, Alex backed off. And they started backing up into their bedroom where they were staying. I was just, did it to me. Finally got the old net out, They succeeded that time. Anyways, yeah, I kept walking him and yelling at him or whatever about the fury and all the things. And he was denying, whatever. And Alex tried to take up, "I did it. You know what? I wasn't buying none of it, okay? So it didn't matter. So, yeah. That's that story. They were terrible. They were horrible. Mrs. Tim Williamson, he was not a saint, okay? You know why he's mad at me and why he hates me? I didn't mess with these kids not one time. But one time I called your husband a pussy because he was a pussy. Okay? But that was wrong of me. But I was up to here with those heathens. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, Chris fell. Because I was coming for him. Oh yeah, he drew like this. Chris did, yeah. And then he fell. I kept walking forward, screaming at him, "That was done in fury!" Yeah, that's what I said. That's right, because I wrote it all down. He fell back to the floor. Alex tried to say it was Alex. And I turned to them. I was pissed. Okay. Why did I write? Speak to their partners. Yeah, they're asses, okay? If you're married to one of these boys, they're asses. And I think you know that by now, okay? Yeah, they got a problem. Chris is a narcissist, okay? Well, they probably all are, because they had the major narcissist for a mother, okay? The only ones who got away with that and didn't get it is Zachary. He's precious. He's basically got a good spirit. Alex, he's just a toot. But I love Alex. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Here we go. I'll read Psalms in a minute. I just want to get to the part. Okay, cancel kids. Talking about they're going to get cancer, okay? They are going to go through this suffering with cancer. And you know when they're going to go through it? The end times. And you know what's going to happen? You got to have a chip if you're going to enter in this hospital. Then you're really going to hell, okay? You might want to rethink y'all's little stances. It's not worth it. You will be suffering so badly during the end times. And you can't go to the hospital or see a doctor because you'll have to have a chip. Then you'll die slowly and agonizing, painful death. And that's your punishment for what you've done to your parents, okay? No, they weren't perfect. But you shouldn't have done that. You should have figured something out, okay? I'll just go ahead and start right here. Michael, I don't think y'all going to do a darn thing. I'm already speaking to that property to bring my kids here, okay? I need my grandkids. Jesus wants you to bring them to me. And it will not go well for you, okay? Michael. Eric, Nancy Automont. Eric and Nancy Automont. Yeah. All of y'all. You better bring them. Because what I'm hearing in my head, and I don't want to say it, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. Because he's going to protect me. You hear me? He's seeing to it that I get justice. And he's going to get me justice one way or the other, okay? So I suggest you call my sister Raquel Sanchez. And you get her to look into that lot and start figuring something out. Because that's the only thing that I will accept. You understand me? You bring my grandkids back to me, you thieves. If you dealt with cancer, you can only imagine how horrible. And no suicides are allowed, he said, or you will definitely get yourself sifted, okay? It's your penance. So as you're laying there, dying piece by piece, just know, as long as you're staying holy, you will not go to hell. Okay? But if you kill yourself so you can dodge your penance from God, then you'll go to hell. Okay? These are end time situations. It's not like the past anymore. We're not doing Christianity. We're not playing Christianity, and we ain't playing church. We got to raise these people up so they can survive in one piece. You better wrap your minds around this psalm thing. And how are you going to preach it? Because it works. And the people are going to know you've been holding back on them. Once they figure it out, you better figure it out. And if you're still fearing during this time, then you are considered a short bus person, because you will be so prayed up. What? I butchered that one up, surely. Okay, let me just get to reading Psalm. I need to easily recognize you. Oh, that's why. The holy, getting holy. He said, I need to easily recognize you during all that turmoil, okay? That you belong to me. And that's right. I want to tell you a story about one of my dreams. It's a sensitive dream, but there's this couple I know. And they're dead. And God let me go visit them. They're in what I could describe as purgatory. What it looked like was, have you seen the land around San Angelo or that? It's kind of like prairie and scruffy looking. It's whatever. I didn't see any trees. I really didn't. I just saw that land over there. Yeah, they were there. Like a big ranch home. Other people were there too. And I saw her. She saw me. I was coming down the hall and she saw me. She was walking by or something. And I knew for a fact the father, the husband, was off to the side in another room. I saw off to the side a group of people in there. Like they were all visiting, I guess. I don't know. And she turns to me and looks at me. She knew who I was. And this is why the reason why I'm telling you is because she saw something on me that we're not aware of. And that's why, and God does know, and Jesus does know, we have a light in the spirit realm. Right here. We have a light. It's our soul. I didn't know that. We are lit up. Okay? Now, if you aren't a perfect Christian, you're not going to be lit up. You won't. And if you're the least little bit dingy, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's not going to pluck you out. Okay? When he looks down at you, he better see a light where your soul is. Okay? Okay? That's why. He said that. I need to easily recognize you. That's why he has me doing Joyce. Okay? Get on with it, dude. All right. I need to easily recognize you, okay, that you belong to me, okay? Oh, this is what Joyce said. Remember, I keep butchering this. Stop asking for prayer. I keep butchering it, okay? Finally, I wrote it down, what she exactly said. She said, quit asking for prayer. Go to God. Please, please pray for me. She said, you need to go to God, not people. They're flawed. They may be short bus people, okay? And sometimes they'll say they pray for you, but they really didn't. You know, okay? So keep that in mind. Yeah, I already talked about that. Put a check mark here. Yeah, I wrote, this person saw the light of my soul. She knew immediately there was no end to me, because that's exactly what she said. She looked at me and she said, is there no end to you? And at first I kind of took it as she didn't want me to be there. No, that wasn't it. She saw the glow that I had. And she knew there was no end to me. See, over there, she already knows there's an end to them. Okay? But my prayer life is very strong. And he is choosing me to do the end times. Okay? He is trusting me with this. And I hope to God he's got some other people. Some other women. Let's put it that way. Hang on. This is what I am doing. This is what I'm about. I'm about you. I'm about gathering my Jesus consecrated people. That's what I'm about, okay? Isn't that precious? That's how we look to God. We look precious. We are, it says so. We are precious in this sight, okay? We're very precious. I'm very precious. All right, let's see. I already talked about it, okay? Yeah, they weren't believers, okay? And didn't know the Father's ways, okay? That's why we got to learn the Father's ways, so you don't get thumped. Let's see. Even a good Christian doesn't know his ways. Listen, and your eyes will be open. Listen, and your eyes will... That's what he said. He said that, okay? Anytime your work is hell, focus on him. Get into the habit of envisioning in your mind... I don't know. I think I pulled that out of context. Never mind. We'll get to it because there's a bunch of Psalms and I got to read. Okay. This is about me. He saw everything that happened to me in my journey, and he didn't like how people have treated me. I feel that the elevation, the elevation above it all. This is my reward for enduring and believing in him. Okay? So if you were hateful and ugly to me, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And that includes you, Carly. I want my grandkids. Get them here. Now, I hear you're going to get cancer now. Oh, wonderful. Because you're like this. Yeah. All right. Now your daughters aren't going to have their mama. And Nancy will be gone too. Guess what? I get to raise them. Okay? Is that what you want? Bring them here. Bring them here. There's this lot over here, okay? There was a two-story there. It burned, okay? So it needs to be cleared up. They already cleaned it, but there's more stuff that needs to be removed. And then one of y'all, either Michael Audemont or Eric Audemont, can build something, okay? Can't have a trailer house. You got to build something, okay? Get busy. What did I do? Hang on. Check mark there. All right. All right. Let's start with the Psalms. I'm sure there's commentary. There always is. Let me get that Holy Six thing checked off. Oh. I was going to tell you about Trump. But what? All I know is when I was in Willis, Holy Spirit or whoever woke me up at 5:30 and said they released the COVID virus. They just said they released the virus to kill Trump, okay? That was the very first attempt. That was when he was in office, the first time. And then 2 weeks later, he did the cocktail, he was in the hospital, so it was true. But I let them know right away that day. What was it? All the little spaces where you can tell them. Yeah, I did. I went there. I told everybody in their family what I got. And next thing I hear, he's in the hospital taking medicine because he got COVID. All right. So, yeah, they don't care about us. They were willing to kill all of us. They were going to thin the population anyway with the plagues in the big cities, which is why Jesus told me to tell you to get out of the big cities and spread out. He said remote. He said remote. You find remote, okay? Take care of Phyllis, hopefully. Okay, so, yeah, so there's that. If I think of something else, I'll just spit it out. Okay, let's start with 53. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt, and their ways are vile. There's no one who does good. God looks down for... Oh, shoot. I'm going to start over. I will be back.